What's shaking, Chewie Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another top 5 video. This time, thanks to Gabe Fly, do a top 5 gold players. We're going to do a top 5 gold players. So in this video, we're going to do the best 5 gold cards in Madden 18. And some of these are really good cards. These are going to be really good budget cards. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, one, I just want to mention an honorable mention because I'm really shocked. One that I think he might have been, actually should have been elite. He's definitely borderline, which he is. 78 overall, Isaiah Crowell. If you look at the stats on this card, overall a very good bounce back. 83 speed, 87 excel, 80 agility. Catching stats obviously leave a little bit to be desired. You would like to see Juke get up to 80, but a really balanced back. So as Isaiah Crowell, maybe use your backup running back. But yeah, honorable mention to Isaiah Crowell. Number 5, coming in at number 5, we have a tight end. And he's a very good tight end. Maybe not in the NFL, but in EA's mind, he's a good tight end. We have Coby Fleener. Now, Coby Fleener, for whatever reason, has very good stats. 6'6", 251 with 82 speed, which is pretty good for a tight end. Really good, actually. 84 excel, 83 jumping. We'll see. I don't know. 75 catch. Really a lot of 70s. And if you've seen the other cards, a lot of them are like in the 60s. So really good. Good tight end with 71 pass block as well. All around a very good card. If you look at his traits, he has brace for all hits, check. He does not fight for extra yards, unfortunately. He makes rack catches, and he makes sideline catches. So it could be a little bit better, but overall, this card looks really good, and honestly could make the case to be higher than 5, but he's a tight end. So, you know, he's a tight end. Coming in at number 4. Number 4. Now, this card right here, I think he's the lowest overall on the list. Yes, he is. The lowest overall on the list. I think everybody's 79s, maybe. This card right here, a 77 overall, and I'm really excited about this card. Let's just reveal it. Ameer Abdullah. Ameer Abdullah, 83 speed, 89 excel, and he does hit 80 juke move. Maybe with the team chemistries, and maybe this chemistry changes, perhaps the spin move gets to 80 as well, but a very good, and he will be a very cheap back. So you gotta love that. 83 speed, 89 excel. I said that already, but that's pretty awesome there. Of course, 83 speed. You wish it was a little higher, but that's okay. Brace for all hits, check. Fights for extra yards for a running back, check. And high motor, he doesn't have anything else. You wish he doesn't drop when happens. That's okay. He would make silent catches, but he's honestly not a fantastic, as you see, receiving back. I really like Theo Riddick here. He doesn't make the cut because he's an 80 overall, but Theo Riddick is a very good back. I give him a hard time. I don't understand how he's elite, but I do love Theo Riddick, and he's a very good back. If you're looking for maybe a good 1-2 combo, go with the Lions. Theo Riddick and Ameer Abdullah. Coming in at number 3. For whatever reason, this card always is a budget card. I don't understand it, but it always plays really well, and I do anticipate the same thing in Madden 18. We have Bradley Roby. I was comparing him to other corners, and really he's just better than anybody else at 79 or below. He's 5'11". That's the one thing. There is some corners that are over 6 foot that are very, you could compare him to, I think, Tony Lippett. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Very tall, very good corner. He almost weighed the cut, but I like Bradley Roby. 87 speed, 86 excel with 85 agility. That really is not found. I think McCourty might be close, but really, besides McCourty, I think, and with the coverage and everything else that Roby offers, Bradley Roby is the man for me. Good coverage stats. It's honestly not bad for a 79. You know they nerf stats. It's really pretty solid. Wish that some of these stats were a little bit higher, but it's a 79 overall. If we chem it here, which we might get a little more extra chem as well, depending if they change that right here. 75 zone is pretty solid with 71 pursuit. Not bad. When you look at his traits, now this is what makes him better than some of the other cards. He has plays ball in the air, aggressive, which a lot of the ones that you would compare him to don't have that, and he strips ball as well. You wish he had big hitter, of course, but there's very few corners that do, and none that really are close to his coverage stats and everything else with Bradley Roby. Bradley Roby, and you know what? He's from the Ohio State University too, so that's pretty cool. Number 2. Now, I think this is a lot of people's number 1. I found a card that I really, really love. There's a reason why this isn't number 1. I think there's just a lot of value at this position. My number 1, I feel like, can make the case for... He's one of the better ones at the position. He's a 79 overall. So that's the reason. This one you could make the case for sure. Let's reveal it. Number 2, Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant, a fantastic card. He's 6'4". You love that size. 6'4". Not many are taller than that, and you can't teach height. You came him out pretty good. You like to see spec at 80. Again, if that's a threshold, which it probably will be, you want to see that to 80, which you can get it if you do the Pittsburgh Steelers Kim with getting the jerseys, the coach, and uniform and all that. But that's a lot of work, so I'm not sure. Hopefully they change the Kims a little bit. But 86 speed, 87 excel, 86 jumping, solid all around. You wish you obviously catching traffic, not great. Route running, not great. But a vertical threat, he's going to see 96. Mutthead legs as a vertical threat. He's a great vertical threat. If we look down at Kim's, he braces for all hits, check. You wish he fought for extra yards. Not as important with wide receivers, of course. Makes aggressive catches, makes rat catches, does not make possession catches. I'm not sure how important that really is. Drops open passes, yes. Hopefully that's not a problem. You don't see that trait too often, and makes sideline catches, yes. So pretty good traits. Of course, you wish I didn't say yes on one, but wow. This card looks really good, and I think a lot of people say this is the best budget card out there, best gold card, wherever you may say. He's definitely there, but he's number 2 for me. I mean, he's really good, but he's not number 1. Coming in at number 1. Okay, so in my top 5 players in MUT, I went with, spoiler, if you haven't watched that, go check that out. I went with Anthony Barr as my number 1 card in MUT. Because of the year of the user, 6'5", just a great card, the best user in the game. But this one might even be as questionable. Maybe not. This card's really good. He plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. And no, he is not John Ross. I know, 91 speed, fastest card in the game, but he doesn't really have anything else. My number 1, Jorge Iloka. Jorge Iloka, let's just check this card out. All right, so he's got 79 speed. You would think that's slow, but safeties in this game. Look at Eric Weddle. I think he has like 81 speed. Safeties are slow this year. I think the fastest one is at like 85, 86 speed. So it's not exactly that big a deal that he's 79 speed. I don't think it's going to be that important. 83 excel, 81 agility. It's not bad. Overall, what do I like about this card? 6'4". 6'4" from a safety is absolutely incredible. 6'4", holy smokes, that is tall. So Jorge Iloka 6'4". Zone is really pretty solid. Press 81. I'm not sure you're going to use that much. Maybe down when you get closer to the in the red zone defense, but 80 power. So that looks like a threshold to me. 80 power. Not only is he 80 power, but if we scroll on down, big hitter, yes, plays ball aggressive. Plays ball aggressive, big hitter, 80 power from a starting free safety day 1. You have this card who will be so cheap. He's not elite. I know 79. They're going to be cheap cards. This card is going to be super cheap. And if you compare him to the best of his position, of course he's a 79. I'm not going to say he's the best free safety in the game, but there's not that much a drop off to me from Jorge Iloka to the best safeties in the game, and that's why he's number 1, because if you put him in your lineup, I think you'll see him in salary cap lineups. I think you'll see him in a lot of different lineups, even if you're trying to make a really, really, really good team. This card, it will be a great budget card at first, amazing gold card, and that's all I got to say. Jorge Iloka, he's my number 1. Okay, guys, what do you guys think of my top 5 list? Jorge Iloka being number 1? Martavis Bryant not being number 1. John Ross not even making the top 5. I have this feeling. I don't think speed's going to be that important this year. Instead of going with John Ross with 91 speed, I go with Jorge Iloka, another Bengal with 79 speed. I don't know. What do you guys think of my list? I feel pretty good about it. I did some research on this one, so I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys take something from it. And as always, if you have any comments, make sure to leave those down below. Let me know who's in your top 5, who I missed. Maybe there's some cards. Marcus Mariota, John Ross. Maybe there's some cards that you like. All right, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. ChewbaccaLemma, out.